talk about Citizen's arrest. Well, I don't know. There's not really much to say about it, really. Lots of us already knew who Citizen was from when he first introduced himself to Velvet. Um, so I'm honestly not surprised. Am I surprised? No, I'm not surprised. I think quite a few people ain't surprised. In fact, even the charges that he's charged with, it's not even surprising. Um, Velvet took on a person who had DV against his name, and she was all up for it. However, I'm kind of glad that people behind the scenes, which has not been telling the social media what they're doing, because I feel that how right sometimes you have to move in silence, and I'm kind of glad that how people like Medea and whoever else was doing the work behind, because when I was doing the commentary on Citizen and Holly, I can see how much he was trying to get to her, how he kept getting to sending people to her lives and all this. It was really quite crazy. Sometimes, right, he'll even be on Bigo and he'll be listening to her life while women will come up and they will just talk crazy. Um Velvet and her did go up against each other. I'm supposed to do commentary on choices, what Medea has produced, because I see, like me, Medea sees there is a pattern and a cycle. Fundi Fee actually called out. Um, it's strange that when a man gets with her, they end up in jail. But the thing with Citizen, it was very telling who he was, because I can't remember how many lives I did on them. I did a lot of lives on them, I think. It was very telling, because um he would call her out of her name and all sorts. Then there was a video that was going around, like a CCTV of him punching Holly while she was on the ground. I think there was pictures of her bruises and stuff like that. So really, ideally, I feel that she got her justice. And it's good because a lot of women was up against, which is strange. I don't understand why women go up against an abused woman who's been through, who's actually has gone through DV, and they go up against her. I don't understand. I personally feel like I always put myself in the shoes of, if that was my sister, I'd want her to press charges, because in most DV situations, the woman do not press charges, and somehow they go back to the man. Now, even though Velvet knew what was going on with Holly, she carried on and she antagonized her. I think the last thing that she did was the defacing of the chair as well. I think that was it for me after that. After a while, I think I deleted my Bigo in the end, because I was just like, nah. Like, plus not only that, right? He was coming on every now and again and saying a lot of things. There was Mama Ace was trying to defend Holly and others, and it was just crazy. So, like, am I glad he's in jail? Yes, I am, because he should have been gone for ages. Not only did he owe her money, she kind of built him up and set him up as well. So I have to put that part in. She did set him up, because she said when she first met him, he wasn't going nowhere, and she seemed like a woman who would set him up and make sure he was good. And she bought, I think she gave lent him money or something like that. But I'm sure Medea will confirm, she's after I've done the live, what she did for him, because Holly did literally set him up, and he kind of took advantage of it. Plus, there is allegation of a SA situation as well. So that's why I reposted Medea's the charge sheet, I think it is, of what he did. So to me, it's justice all round, even though his name is Justice. Um so one time when I have time, when everything is done on this side, I will do a choices commentary at one point because um there is a lot of things that Medea has pulled out that even when I watch back afterwards of their interactions and certain stuff, you see certain stuff that even if you didn't catch it the first time, you see it again. And Velvet do have a pattern. She has a pattern, she has a type, and she's prepared to put up with whatever the man's coming with. So if the man has a bad, well, a charge or whatever, she was prepared to say, okay, I'm still going to be with him, he's my man. But it can't always be like that. So in conclusion, I'm glad it's gone to where it is. And he's not allowed on social media anyway. He can't be in I can't remember how much feet of Holly, which is good. And he cannot antagonize her. She seems so relieved. The video I saw of her, she looked so relieved. She almost broke down and cried. Now that takes a strong woman who's also doing business. She's building business. She's paying for her cars. She's paying for her. She's doing her nursery. That takes a lot for that woman. Plus, she took on like more or less the whole of Bigo, the internet, everything else. The list goes on. So for it to end in how it's ended is good because he was really antagonizing the woman. He kept antagonizing her. She had to come back and she had to rebuttal it. It was crazy. But I'm looking forward to choices. I think it's tomorrow or Sunday, whenever um Medea posts, because she is pulling out a lot of stuff. Like you see a lot of stuff, honestly, and you're like, wow. So so I'm not going to react on justice, aka Citizen, getting um what you call it, jailed or whatever. I'm just gonna react on the choices because I feel it's for every young woman out there to see. There is certain things that young women do not understand. That older women, me, an older woman, others. I'm not saying that how we are the experts of relationships, but there's certain red flags that you run away from, especially if you are meeting somebody on the on the internet. Things will come up about them, and you have to be aware of that. And it doesn't mean to say that how right you have to be alone. No, but like in this case, it's gone to a head, and this is where it is at. So with that said, I will leave it right there. And you can tell me in the comments what you think of Citizen getting jailed. I think he's coming out on bail. I think it is. I can't remember. But yeah, so with that said, I'll leave it right there. I'll see you in the comments. Hope right. I know I need to wrench up a couple people as well. Because I see some people ain't got wrenches. I don't know what's going on. I think like because when you don't go to a channel for long, it unwrenches you for some reason. I don't know. But anyway, I will see you in the next one. Take care. Bye.